Welcome back to the reality, guys. I'm your host, Brian, and today I'm talking Love Island All Stars. This is Series 1, Episode 16. Um, I, I would say this episode near the end, I thought it was a nice surprise. I liked how they did things. The Islanders were fooled by having a nice little party during I think, the morning of the dumping, and we finally saw our votes cast and counted. And I'm not gonna lie, I'm actually not that angry about the outcome. I think, am I worried about the drama moving forward on the show? Definitely, because spoiler alert, Mitch and Liberty are dumped from the island, and I don't know what's gonna happen now with Mitch. I think I guess we're gonna fully focus on our Georgia S, Callum, Molly, Tom, whoever, Love Pentagon or whatever, Love Hexagon that they'll be talking about. We have two new Islanders coming in tomorrow. There was a quick flash on the screen. Didn't catch it. I went right into this just because I watched it, came home from work, watched the episode super fast, and are doing some recording immediately because we have Vanderpump Rules coming out tonight. So I want to be fully ready for that. So I didn't have a lot of time to look at the screenshot of the people. So if anybody knows who it is, drop it in the comments below. Not going to be spoiling anything. I'm currently on, I think, like episode 20 of Series 7. So I'm really, really flying up, really catching. Hoping we'll be done by both Series 7, Series 8 by the end of this season of All Stars. So I'm fully in the Love Island universe. But we're right back where the Snog Mary Pie ended. Mitch still dying on the hill that he thinks that none of the girls have their own opinion. George Ace tells Mitch, like, hey, you probably shouldn't have went at Liberty the way you did. The guys tell Callum about Georgia S's conversation that they might not have any sexual chemistry. And it's funny that conversation, and like 25, maybe 30 minutes later, she tells him at the party, I only have eyes for Georgia S only has eyes for Callum. There's a girl conversation. Molly's feeling mugged off by, I guess, Georgia S having conversation with Callum as much as she is. She says that they haven't kissed yet. I think they haven't kissed yet. I might have kissed in the challenge. I don't remember, but I think she's saying like an intimate kiss, like outside of the villa. But they're snuggling and stuff. They're on top of each other. I understand why you could be annoyed at you come on the show 6 months after you break up with somebody for 3 months. It's kind of crazy. Um, so let me just get right to the good part of the show because Maya shows up. Obviously, when Maya shows up, it's a kind of a big deal. Oh wait, we're talking about right before I get to that. Hannah does tell Tyler at the party that she doesn't really see anything going forward with him. Not that it matters, but for the outcome of the episode. But I thought it was a notable note. Hopefully, the guy coming in is somebody that maybe Hannah can be interested in. So I feel like we just really focus on like 4 or 5 people. All right, so Maya shows up. We voted, I think, on Sunday night about who do we think is we vote for who we like the most, who we like as the couple the most, and it's tallied by votes. And I actually really liked the way they did it this time. I liked that they didn't like lie to us or like in no particular order. I think the way they did this today is how it should be done all the time because I think it creates drama. It makes people guess, like, because I feel like some people have a false sense of like we're the best, but I like this. I really enjoyed. I thought this was a smart move because they need to do something. Because man, sometimes this show is like a dud, 85 to 90% of the time. All right, so Maya's like, hey, it's time to get in order, and she's like, Molly and Tom, you're first in line. Georgia S and Callum, Hannah and Tyler, Georgia H and Anton, Kaz and Chris, Sophie and Josh, Arabella and Toby, and finally Liberty and Mitch. And Maya's like, hey, by the way, Molly and Tom, you are the most popular couple. You had the most votes. Liberty and Mitch, you had the least amount of votes. And by the way, you're dumped. Now get the hell out of here. And I was like, hell yeah, this is awesome. This is the kind of stuff that they need to do on the show. These are all veterans of the show. They've been on the show. They don't need to be treated with kid gloves. Line them up in the order that they're in. It's because now next episode we're gonna have Toby and Arabella. We're gonna have Sophie and Josh and Kaz and Chris. Kaz is gonna be probably free falling because her friend Liberty went home. But like, we need these people to be on the hot seat because they're not doing anything. Like they need to start finding couples. They need to be in couples, even if it's a friendship, like getting good, like they're just chilling and they need their ass needs to be held to the fire or like get out of here because it's just boring. I'm bored. I'm bored a lot of the time watching this, and I know some of the viewers are, and I appreciate when you tell us, and they need to do something to create some actual good TV. But yeah, Liberty Mitch gone, Messy Mitch cleaned up, but it will be. I'm very interested to see like where are we gonna like. We're really probably gonna be like in the Georgia S Molly feud probably for the next few episodes because they do have a little conversation. I didn't say this because I skipped it because I just want to talk about this, but her and Molly have a conversation at the party, and uh, she doesn't. Molly tells Georgia, it's like, "Hey, I don't think you're a girl's girl," and she takes, of course, she's offended by that. So, and they're just talking over each other. So one of them saying the one's talking is like, "You're rude, you're rude, you're rude." The other one starts talking, "You're rude, you're rude, you're rude." I thought it was a super dumb fight, but that was something of note. So we're probably gonna have that, the outcome of that, and fallout of those things. But yeah, anytime people go home on this All Stars iteration, I think it's been pretty good. We need to have them more often, honestly. But thank you for watching. We'll be back later tonight with Vanderpump Rules season 11, episode 1. Um, I will be doing my Love and Hip Hop Atlanta review probably later this evening, like super later this evening. And I will see you guys tomorrow for this if you don't watch any of those other shows I just mentioned. But I will talk to you guys later. Have a good night. See you.